In this training workshop, you're going to learn the importance of a CRM, how to properly set up your CRM, how to automate your tasks, and how to fully run your business from anywhere in the world through a CRM. So the CRM that we use as an agency is HubSpot. And HubSpot is one of the best CRMs out there for small business, in our opinion, because there's so many things that you can do when it comes to integrating other softwares into HubSpot. So think about your CRM kind of as the brains of your organization. The brains of your organization is going to direct how your company flows. So what we're teaching is how to create a systematic structure, how to create processes and put those into templatized forms. That way you can scale and build your company with greater automation. The issue with small businesses today that we find with a lot of our clients is even clients who have millions of dollars in sales still do not have the proper software, proper systems, processes, and tools to use when it comes to delegating tasks, for example, or increasing productivity. So in this training session for the lesson here, what we're mainly going to focus on is how you can actually use your CRM and work from anywhere in the world, no matter what. And that's one thing that we do is one of our advantages as an agency is that we have clients from all over the world, but we can work anywhere in the world. The team is remote, everything's in the cloud, and it just makes it a lot more easier to manage because there's also a mobile app. So for example, if I'm out to dinner and I want to check some emails or send some emails and track those emails, I can do that directly from HubSpot. And so we'll get into it. So the first thing you see when you set up your HubSpot account is your contacts page. Now, within your contacts page, it shows all the contacts that you have in the CRM currently. So these are leads, these are prospects, these are clients, and these are people who've already been serviced. The reason why you want to keep a record is because, once again, as stated, this is all in the cloud. So what that means for you is you can access your information readily accessible for you, fast, efficiently, effectively, and you can do it with productivity. Now, this is when you start to get into understanding how to scale, because as stated, what's going to kill your business quicker than anything is not having a system, right? So for example, it took us about 8 years to be able to get to a point of having actual processes, systems, and frameworks. When you have those put into place, you're going to be able to amplify your business. You're going to be able to run your business smoothly. So a lot of small business owners make the mistake of just winging things, right? Let's say you have a coaching business. You don't want to approach client X differently than client Y, even if it's two different business models. So one thing that we've learned is whenever you set up a system, you want to replicate that system. And the only thing that should change if you're dealing with service, if it's a service-based business, for example, such as coaching or consulting, the main thing that you want to focus on and prioritize is ensuring that you have your services, you have what it is that you're going to offer in terms of your messaging, and you have that done into a systematic structure, right? So you can templatize these things and put them into a system. That way, it's a lot easier to manage. So for example, if I wanted to go to a prospect or a lead or just kind of follow up with someone in our system, all I have to do is click on someone's email, right? Or their name. And so once you click on their email and their name, what's going to happen is I'll pull up one, for example. So if I was to click on this person's name, it pulls them up and it pulls up all of their information, right? So as you can see, this is when you actually go to that person's contact that's housed into your CRM system. So once you click on that, it gives you a lot more options to be able to follow up, leave notes. You can make calls directly from this system. You can log different notes, tasks, and meetings directly from your CRM. So what you're learning is how to set that up and how you can use that to your advantage when it comes to scaling your business and working with more leads and prospects. So for example, as you can see here, it shows everything that has been going on between a conversation between our agency and this lead, right? So within HubSpot, you can build out automated email templates. So I'll show you exactly what that means. So if I was to go to an email, and this is what you guys can do when it comes to coaching or any of your clients, etc. All you have to do is go here. And then if you go to templates, for example, You can go to templates, and then we can say web design follow-up, right? Or we can pick web design or any one of these things, and they've been pre-built. And this is when we start to talk about how to create a foundation for your business. Because the issue is that a lot of business owners aren't neat and organized, and that's where confusion breeds. And when confusion breeds, then guess what? You lose momentum because you do not have anything that's actually written down. You don't have a process. You don't have a template. You don't have a system. And these things are what kills businesses the most. Not having a dedicated system, not having a dedicated structure of know-how. If you don't know how your business is going to be run or ran tomorrow, how are you going to scale it? So this is the teaching and this is the workshop to help business owners out there or anyone who's looking to either create a business or have a business, how you can actually grow that at scale with using the right software and systems. And we'll get into that later on throughout this session. So if I was to go to Shopify example, if I click on Shopify, as you can see, I didn't type this out, right? This is automatically pre-built based off all the templates that we have. So we already created this structure and we integrated it into HubSpot because we want to make sure any one of our team members or any one of our interns or anyone who works through with the company can access information in the cloud from anywhere in the world. And everyone's all on the same page because it's in a system. It's in a systematic process. It's in a structure. So as you can see, it has all the information that we have, all the information that we need in order to build rapport with that initial lead, that initial prospect. And that's another thing, another expert tip here. Whenever you guys are reaching out to a lead or prospect about any service, a good that you may be selling or a product, for example, you want to make sure that you have the right message. Now, this is a really big issue as well, is that I see a lot of business owners that we consult with or small or companies that we work with, and their issue is that they do not have the right message market fit. What that means is if you're selling sneakers, let's say you have a sneaker shop. You're selling sneakers, but let's say the way you get your traffic is through paid ads, pay per click. Well, if your sneaker shop is directed at millennials, but your ads resonate more with baby boomers, you have a misdirected message market fit, right? So you want to make sure you understand who your target market is, what they think about, pages that they search, interests that they may have, topics, hobbies, etc. The more information you have in terms of who they are and what they know and what they're looking for, the better you're going to be deliver that message to your market. And so message market fit is extremely important when it comes to emailing a potential lead or prospect and putting them down into a sales funnel. Now, a sales funnel, we'll get into that as well. Sales funnel is what happens after someone has a point of contact with you. So if someone comes to your website and they leave their email address, what happens after that? Are you going to follow up with them manually, or are you going to have software and tools in place that takes care of all that follow-up for you through marketing automation? So you're going to learn all that today. And you want to have the proper links put into your email as well. You have to have the proper links put into the email. So what that means is, as you can see here, each one of these is part of our sales funnel, right? So we talked a little bit about the service, what we offer, our price point. And then here we have a link to our explainer video and also custom type form, which has been pre-built. We have a link to our podcast that talks about what we offer and how we differ to push them further down the line of information. And then we also have a setup for a call. If they want to, schedule a call with us and have a free discovery call, that's all here. So as you can see, this has all been pre-built. It's all automated and it's all within the CRM, which means I can access the same information on my phone. I can access it from my iPad. I can access it from my MacBook, or I can access it from my desktop anywhere in the world. All you need is an internet connection. And so that's how a lot of businesses have been able to make millions of dollars, is because they have a system, they have a process, and they have software and tools that they can access from anywhere in the world in the cloud. You do not want to bog down yourself and have, especially now, because the world is changing very, very quickly. As of now, things are moving at a very fast and rapid rate. And what's keeping a lot of business owners back is information. What's the right strategies? But in order to have the right strategies, you need the right information. And that's the whole purpose of the training that you're looking at now, is to have the proper setup and structures. That way you can move into understanding how to build a business, how to scale a business, how to receive payment effectively, how to make sure that the user experience of what you're offering or what you're branding is resonating with your target market. Right. So we have that down pat. Now let's get into the anatomy of the other components when reaching out to a specific lead. So we talked about the email. Now let's go back to revisit that for a second. Now there's a few different things you can do with the CRM, right? So for example, meetings, which is here, these are our call meetings, right? So if anyone wants to schedule a call with us, all we have to do is just click this. And then this link here takes them to a landing page already pre-built through the CRM where they can book a call with us directly. And how that works and how that integrates with our process is that we save time by giving our leads and our prospects an option to choose a time slot of when to book with us. So they get to choose a time slot of when they want to book a call with us. And based off of that, we've been able to increase our conversion rates and close more sales and more deals in a shorter amount of time because we're allowing the prospect to use their voice to say, hey, I'm free Friday at 10:30 a.m. Let's schedule a call then. The issue is a lot of small businesses do not have a CRM set up. They do not have a lead funnel set up. They do not have, schedule a call, book a call with me. So if this, nod your head if this is you. If you do all this stuff manually, if you reach out to your prospects and your leads through a manual email process, if you don't have any marketing automation, nod your head if it's you. If you don't have any marketing automation and you need a system and you know that's what's holding you back, or you're disorganized in your business, or you just don't know what you don't know. You don't have the right tools. You don't know what tools are out there that are better for you. And you don't know how to use those tools or integrate them or build them out. Nod your head if that's you. Yes. Right. So or if that's your issue, then you should definitely follow this training and understand how you can use it to your advantage when it comes to scaling and building your business, because this is what ultimately is going to be the pathway and gateway to increase sales. And as I stated, it took me 8 years just to be able to get to this point here, right? So 8 years, and that's outside the experience I have in business and marketing. So my background prior to starting my own agency is I was an engineer for a software company. So the engineering taught me how to be able to create systems, how to connect APIs, and we'll talk about that here in a second. But how to be able to connect APIs, how to create a system and a systematic structure and process through marketing automation. And that's exactly what you're learning now. So this link here will take them to scheduling a call. So if I go back to, let's say, instead of a template, which is a one-off email, I want to put someone through a sales funnel. And a sales funnel is a series of automated emails that have already been pre-built, and that's going to send and follow up with your leads or your prospects. So this means when I'm away, the software is selling for me because I already have all the content put in the right places. I have all the copy for the emails put in the right places as well. And I have everything that I need to be able to integrate when it comes to reaching out to leads and prospects and follow-up emails, etc. Right? Also my documents, right? What PDFs are they going to receive? What email are they getting when it's the introduction email? Is it a direct offer or have you already built rapport? These are all very key and specific things when it comes to being able to close deals and sales when it comes to reaching out to clients. So if I want to go to sequences, and this is automatically pre-built in HubSpot, all I have to do is click on one of these service options, and we'll go back with the e-commerce option, right? So if I click on e-commerce, this is a sequence that's already been pre-built. So what this is it shows you all the emails that this person is going to get over the next X amount of days, right? And you can set this up. So, one day after that, after they get the introduction email, and you can set the time schedule as well. So you get a different process, right? Or different email outlining the sequence. And then 2 days after that last email that they receive, they get a different email, right? So this is showing you the actual back end of how to build out a systematic structure. And this is how you will increase your sales in a shorter amount of time. Because if you have the right system in place and you have the right emails that's embedded into your funnel, and once again, remember that you have to have the right message market fit. These are all the things that's going to definitely help you increase sales and conversion and amplify your business growth. when you have things set up in sequential order. And that also helps you to be a lot more neat, effective, and organized when it comes to selling to your clients because things are done in a much more timely manner. And keep in mind, you can always go back and look at the open rates. You can look at the emails. You can look at the deliverability and see how many times this particular client or lead have engaged with the email. Are they receiving the email? Are they opening them up? And if they are, how many times are they opening up? And the software even goes a step further to be able to show you exactly how many seconds people have viewed your documents or minutes. So we'll get into that in a second as well, where I'll show you this is how it works, and this is how the integration works with the different software tools of connecting that to your business process. Right. So jumping back into the sequence, as you can see, this has all been set up. Right. So whenever a lead enters into our sequence, they automatically go into an automated sales funnel. And that automated sales funnel also helps us to recoup any lost out revenue, because think about it, if you're following up all your clients manually, there is not enough time in a day to reach your audience. It just isn't. You're not going to have enough time to manually follow up with every lead, every prospect, every client that comes through your funnel if you have one. Now, there are a lot of businesses that make money, but they don't have a funnel. They do a lot of one-off sales. And that was one of the mistakes that we made early on when we started the agency, is that there were a lot of one-off sales, meaning there were a lot of people who came to the website and maybe they needed a service and maybe we can close them, then and there because they've done their research. But that's far and few between. Keep in mind that that's very rare, especially in today's age. You have to do a lot of rapport building before you even get to a sale. And that's where a lot of business owners go wrong, because they don't have the content, they don't have the emails, or they don't have the proper systems in place to be able to reach out to those leads and those prospects to be able to even sell or even be able to close, because you haven't built the relationship. Right. So this is going into the sales structure and the sales funnels of how do you properly build a relationship with your leads. So these are very, very important lessons and very, very important strategies when it comes to setting up your business. And keep in mind, this took me 8 years to figure out, right? So 8 years of ups and downs, failures and wins, right? But now it's very refined. And this is the reason why we coach businesses, right, on setting up their processes and their systems effectively, because you need a business process. If you do not have a business process, once again, you are setting yourself up for destruction, because you do not have proper systems in place to be able to scale your business. Now, you may make some sales, but that's definitely going to hinder you if you don't have the structures that we're talking about. Now, we can get out of this and go back to the anatomy of what we're talking about originally, right? So we went over templates, which is a one-off email, right? And that's automatically pre-built. We went over sequences, which is an automated series of email follow-ups that has automatically been pre-built, right? And now we're going into the documents. Now, the documents is very important because this is the content piece of what's going to be in your emails. What are you going to send your leads? What are you going to send your prospects? Are you just going to send them an email asking for their business? No. You have to send them something of value. You have to send them something to be able to look at. You have to send them something to build rapport with and resonate with. If you guys understand that out there, nod your heads. For those who are, watching, nod your heads if you understand that. Right? So if you agree with that, now we're going to go into the documents. So in the documents, this is where you would add any of your sales copy, right? Whether it's your sales copy, whether it is your actual, it can be a capability statement, it can be an infographic, it can be a PDF, a one-pager, it can be any document that you use to be able to build rapport, or it can be a lead magnet, right? So Google Ads Masterclass. So we teach small businesses how to make money online using Google Ads. So in one of our funnels, we use an ebook to be able to build rapport with them. So in exchange for their email and to understand their level of interest, we give them this ebook for free, which has expert strategies and tips and some of the things that we've used to make money online using Google Ads, some of our successes, right? So this will be able to build rapport with that lead or prospect who's coming into the funnel and looking for a company to alleviate their headache, if you will. So I'm looking for company X to take care of Y. That's where you have to have the proper message market fit, right? So we're going to go over a lot of different things. We're going to keep revisiting the message market fit because what type of content that you deliver to your audience matters. And a lot of businesses, they just wing it. Majority of businesses do not have a funnel. And that's why a lot of small businesses close and shut down, because they have the wrong information or they don't know what they don't know. And that's the whole purpose of the training, is understanding what it is that you don't know and be able to use that to your advantage. Because right now you're looking at an existing company's structure, an existing company's system, process, right? And these are the type of things you get to when you go on to scale your sales or your conversions. So we'll click on management process. Right now, I can select this. And when I select it, it's going to show up here, right? So if I click on this management process PDF, let's go back to our documents. It shows you the last time it was used. And then when you send this off to your leads, what's going to happen is if a lead clicks on this link, HubSpot is going to send me a push notification and notify me via email, letting me know this contact has looked at this document for 34 seconds and it's accurate. Or this contact has looked at this thing, clicked on these links 2 and 3 times. Or this contact has looked at this PDF document for 5 minutes. So what happens is you become a lot smarter as the person who's selling, because you understand how they're thinking, or you understand their level of interest. And when you can understand their level of interest, you understand what you need to do in order to close the deal. Nod your heads if you're following me, right? So you can use these tools to be able to better understand how you are going to market yourself in the future. And that's why you need data, right? So the data part is all housed and all done in your CRM. Now think about how valuable this is, right? For a lot of you, you're going to be able to use this information and be able to better amplify your businesses. But think about all these different things that we haven't even went over yet. We haven't even gone over this stuff yet. This is just the first initial introduction. So as you can see, it's about how you use your software. It's about how you use your CRM. Because a lot of businesses, even companies that we work with who makes millions of dollars a year, have the same CRM, but they're not using it to its fullest advantage. They don't know how to integrate it, right? And that's where I'm very grateful for my background in engineering, because my background in engineering is what allowed me to be able to connect softwares and look at things from a different lens, right? So being able to see data, being able to read numbers, being able to, build a system and build an effective process, and having the right message market fit. These are all the things that equate to sales growth. So when you exit out of this, anything that you send a client or a lead is going to be under your attachments. So everything is centralized. It's neat. So this way, whenever we have a prospect or lead, or let's say an existing client who, let's say there was something missing, right? And they email us. Well, all we have to do is go to that contact's name, go to our attachment, see the file or add the file, and then just send it back off to the client. And that's when you get into understanding how neat and organized your business can be ran. Because when your business is neat and organized, you can sell better. You can sell more effectively. You shouldn't be looking for, oh, I need this sales document. Where is it at? Or you shouldn't be running your business through an Excel spreadsheet. You're not going to be able to keep up with growth. You're not going to be able to keep up with the competition if you're running your business without a process or without the proper software and tools and the know-how. And you have to know how to do these things in order to keep up, because as we enter into the new year, it's going to be a lot more marketing automation done. There's going to be a lot more companies using automation to their advantage, and AI, and having the proper systems and softwares that's going to leave your business at a disadvantage if you do not have these things set up and in place. So that's the whole purpose of this, right? So as you can see, this shows me when this email was open. So it reads when the CRM reads when your email rates are open, and it gives you that in a notification. And I'll walk you guys through that in a second here, right? So last but not least, before we leave this portion of the training, you can go and call someone directly from your CRM, and you can record the call. So how we use it, I'll give you a case example. So how we use this tool is we call our clients directly from our CRM. You can call them through your computer. You can call them through your iPad, you call them through your phone. But we call our clients directly through our CRM, and we do it from the web, through our computer. And let's say we want to train a new hire, or let's say we want to train, or we want to use that call as a sales tool. Well, when we call that client, if we are going to record it, you have to make sure by law that you state that you're going to record it. But if you're going to record it and they agree to it, then you can use that as what? Take a guess. What can you use it for? You can use that for sales collateral. What do I mean by that? Now, this is an expert strategy. This is what we've used to be able to help amplify and grow our business. The trick here and the tip here is whenever you call from your CRM, and let's say you and this client or you and this lead have already agreed to recording the call for quality assurance or for note taking, etc., you can then use that call to review yourself, and you can use that call to be able to send to that prospect or client. So now they can just re-listen to the call that you guys have already done, and they can go through and answer some of their own questions or get rid of some of their own objections that they may have based off the call that you've already done. So this saves time. It saves you a lot of time, and it increases your productivity because that call is already done, right? There is no more, you don't have to go back and recall unless that person wants to engage in a new conversation. But by then, they've already listened to the recording 4 or 5 times, and they sold themselves at the first time that you sold them, right? So it's about being able to reuse the content that you have in the most effective way possible that's going to equate to sales growth. So you can log that, and then you can go to your task. So you can create a task to say, follow up with lead. And then you can set this for any date, right? So you can say, let's do it in 2 business days, and I want to do it at 11 a.m. So what's going to happen is this is going to automatically remind you, right? It's going to send you an email, and it's going to remind you, hey, follow up. So this is where you start getting more neat and more organized in your business, because this automatically lets you know when to follow up with that specific contact or lead. So this is keeping you organized, because a lot of things, and nod your head if this is you, if you're a business owner and you have so many things to do, right? We wear multiple hats as business owners. We wear multiple hats. And if you have so many things to do in your business that you just forget, you just do not remember that you have to follow up with that lead. You just don't remember that you have that proposal weighing over your head. You just don't remember that you have to send out that sales call. Well, this is going to help you guys automate all that and keep it much more organized, effective, and neat. And this is how you do it. And then this is a very, I want you to really hone in on this next one here. This is a great tip and tool for selling that we've used to close a lot more deals than our competitors because they're not utilizing this. Video, right? Video. I'm going to say it one more time. Video. And what you can do with this is truly outstanding. So if I wanted to schedule a meeting, what we've done is we've integrated additional software tools into our CRM. So, for example, we've added our Google Calendar that shows when we have a free time to book. And we've also integrated Zoom. So what that means is because we've integrated Zoom, we can say consulting demo, right? For example. And then we can add in, because we've already integrated Zoom, you can either send them a Zoom meeting or Uber conference. So we'll send them a Zoom invite, right? So we send this and then we save it What's going to happen is it's going to automatically send them a Zoom invite, and it's going to save it. Now, what happens now is they're going to get an invite through Zoom, and you can directly from HubSpot directly have a video demo with that lead or that prospect. With that video demo, guess what you can do with it? The same thing you did with the call if you wanted to, right? So because we are doing a video demo, what we do as an agency is we record that video demo. We record the video demo with the client. So whether it's a 20-minute demo or 15-minute demo, however many minutes you want to be on a video demo with that lead in order to close the deal or to build more rapport or to give more access or to give them more information about what you do and how you differ, videos are key. Now, this is the tip involved with the demo. You can record that video through a software by the name of Loom. 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 One more time. Loom. Loom is a great tool that a lot of people don't utilize or know about, right? And so good for you guys who's understanding, the process and sticking with the training thus far, because these are all the things that's going to be able to help you grow your business in a far more effective way than those who do not understand what you're learning right now. And this is what took me in my agency 8 years to figure out. It took a while to be able to figure out through, trial and error, going through different softwares. We've used probably 10 different CRMs, so many different CRM tools, Trello, Podio, Airtable, all these different CRM tools. They do not stack up to HubSpot. Now, when I was an engineer, we used Salesforce, but Salesforce is not built for small businesses. It's built for large enterprise companies. So for you out there who are using Salesforce, I definitely urge you to take a look at HubSpot, because HubSpot is a lot more friendly for smaller companies, and it's just more nimble. It's faster. The user experience, in my opinion, is greater, and the user interface is a little bit cleaner and more minimal, and it's easier to navigate it as long as you understand how to use the strategies and the tools. Right. So jumping back to this, you can set your duration, right? So you can say for 15 minutes I want to meet, or for an hour, right? And then this will automatically populate that for you whenever you change that, and then you can say yes. So this automatically updates this. And then the good thing about this, guys, is it records it all in your CRM for you. So once again, no matter where you are in the world, if you're on vacation in London, if you went to Australia, if you're in New York, you're in LA, you who are in Texas, it does not matter. Wherever you are in the world, Asia, Canada, as long as you have an internet connection, you can run your business. And take it a step deeper, you can do demos, you can do calls directly from your CRM, you can send them into an automated sales funnel, sequence. There's so many different things, and we're just on a first introduction, right? We haven't even gotten into the nuts and the bolts of the strategies and the funnels and all the other things that you can do to better manage your company more effectively in order to grow your sales and to grow your revenue. So that's how you would actually use that in terms of being able to record a video demo and then record that video demo. And then guess what you're going to do with that recording? I think you guys know by now. You're going to use that video recording and you're going to send that and put that into an email funnel, right? So this is going to remind them of, here's the video we've done. Here's the time we've already invested. We've already invested X amount of time. We've already went over questions that you have or objections that you may have had that we've answered. And we're showing you our product or our service and how it works and how it will integrate and make your life either better or save you more time or save you more money or give you whatever result that you're looking for, all through a video. So they've already got the video. They've already built rapport with you. Now all you have to do is go to Loom here, which is a plugin, and hit record, and then record it while you're giving a video demo. So whenever you're done with that video demo, guess what? It's now sales collateral, because the client or the prospect may not remember every single question that they asked, and you may not either, right? You may forget, because we all have millions of things to do, especially now in the digital age. There's so many different things we're doing, so many different hats that we have to wear. So in order to do that, you want to understand how to be able to effectively communicate your message with your target audience. And if you're doing it the correct way, you're going to be able to use this system and use this tool to be able to grow your sales in a far more impactful way than your competition. So keep that in mind, right? So last but not least, we're going to finish up this portion. And once again, you want to use the video integration, right? Zoom video integration, and you can use that to be able to set up your CRM, right? Or integrate with your CRM. And you can do things like this. You can send your clients, demos. So you can just record a video and walk them through while they're on a computer screen. So they're watching you on a computer screen. The cool thing about Zoom as well is that it allows you to have access to their computer if they grant you access. So if you're walking them through things, or you can just fix something for them for free while you're on that video demo, right? Even more value. And then you're recording the video and sending that to them in a follow-up email that they're going to reopen and look at again at a future date, right? So they're going to sell themselves based off the video that you already done one time. And now let's take that strategy a step deeper. Guess what else we use our video content for? We put it on YouTube. We use it for ads. We use it in our landing pages, right? So as you start to understand the strategies that are housed in being able to sell effectively, you're going to be able to use these strategies to be able to grow your business, right? And you're getting a one-on-one experience in terms of training and consulting and coaching off all the mistakes that we made prior before we got to this level of clarity and awareness to be able to put things into a systematic structure and framework. And that's exactly what you're learning now. So we're going to go from our contacts to our activity feed. Now, the activity feed is extremely effective. And I'll give you a case study on how we use our activity feed. We use our activity feed by understanding how our leads or our clients are engaging with our emails. So what that means is this lets us know how many times that email has been opened, if it's not been opened at all, what time it's been viewed, etc. So we pretty much use this to be able to gain a better understanding of how our clients or prospects think, what their value, what their values are, what they are interested in the most. And as I stated, HubSpot does what? It records all this information for you. So you have all this data readily accessible at hand to you, and you can just recheck that in your activity feed. So let's go through it, right? So this here is just showing everyone how, or the team, exactly how everyone's engaging with the business, right? So as you can see, this is a prospect here. It's the Hilton Hotel. So it lets us know that they've looked at one of our e-commerce pages, right? One of our landing pages. And guess what? It automatically qualified them as a prospect. So what this done is it automatically shows this is a prospect in your business, right? So this is somebody to keep an eye out for because they're obviously interested. They're going to it. And if they come back, it's also going to re-record that information because we've integrated our HubSpot CRM into our website. And we'll get into that in a second as well. Right. So as you're seeing, this is all the different things that we are able to use and be able to understanding who's on our website, how are people engaging with us, right? You can just keep going through it. And it's showing you through all the information that was sent, right? So it's a super, super powerful tool. And it's one of the ones that we live by because you can just do so much with it, right? So you can go and just look at all the activity. You can see, this is talking about the video demo, right? So as you can see, all this stuff is just showing you the times, when it was opened, and it's just showing you all the engagement that you can do. So we'll go back up here. Now, the cool thing about it is once you have that information, you can do a lot more with it, right? So you can create a task directly from your activity feed. You can drop down, you can click on the drop down and go to more options. You can call directly from here and you can make schedules. So if I go to schedule here, it's going to pull up that contact's name and it's going to ask for what's the meeting about, right? If you want to schedule a meeting. Now keep in mind, if you want to schedule a meeting for a future date, you can schedule a future call or a video demo, all directly through HubSpot. It's one of the best tools. I'm telling you, it's one of the best tools because it makes life so much easier when it comes to running your business. I don't have to worry about where are these notes or where is this contract at or where is this sales document or what about our email funnel or what about us calling? How many calls have we made? What's our productivity? What's our down? How much time are we losing? right? What are we automating and what are we not? It's all done through the CRM. So we run our whole company through HubSpot. Now, going back to the activity feed, you can also change any of the activity types by clicking on the drop down, right? So you can choose, email opens, for example. So if you go to email opens, it's going to bring up everybody who opened the email, right? If you want to go to send emails, it's going to go to everyone you sent an email to, right? So it's lead visits. It's going to show you everyone who visited from a lead, right? And it qualifies it directly here. It shows you. It's all broken up for you. So your software is handling all this stuff for you. Imagine before the CRM was created, right? And this is one thing I want you guys out there to really, really think about as we're doing this training session. Think about how hard it was for business owners to be able to have this type of information, right? So because of the digital information, because of the digital age, and because of innovation and technology, you do not have to work as hard as you do. So many people fail to realize that there are services out there to help your life easier. There are products out there to make your life easier. There are companies out there who are, advocating for making your life easier in some way, shape, or form, whether it's through an agency, right? Us setting up your CRM. That's going to make your life easier. And we can show you exactly how many sales you're going to be able to increase by us setting up your CRM and us integrating your automation and us setting up your funnels, etc. Right? So these are all the things that are extremely important for small business owners to be able to leverage their software tools. Because with that leverage, you're going to have more time and more money to be able to put back into your business to grow. And that's going to equate to more revenue and more sales for you over time. Now let's go into conversations. Now, conversations is a really, really cool feature. And let's go to our website, for example, because in our website, we have this HubSpot CRM integrated with our website, right? And the reason why we did that is because with linking this to our website, it keeps us very neat and organized. And as you can see, because it's linked to the website, anytime somebody's on our website, it sends us a push notification. So it automatically sends us a push notification. So when I'm on my laptop, for example, right, I get a push notification when I'm browsing the web to say, oh, this person opened up this email, or this person looked at your website, or this person viewed this document. All while you're just doing your work, right? So it's keeping you updated where you don't have to go back and check, oh, I wonder if John got that proposal. Or I wonder if Brian got that email. Or I wonder if Sarah was able to open up, that sales document that we sent over, or that video demo that we recorded. You don't have to even go in and look at the emails. I'm not going to send you a push notification and let you know. That's the power of software, you guys, if you know how to use it and leverage it correctly. That's the power of it, right? So this is our website. Now, I'm going to show you guys some really, really cool things here. This schedule a free phone consultation, this button was placed here specifically, right? So you have to do things with intent, but that comes along with the strategy. So if you have the right audience and the right messaging and the right market fit, then you can start to build out the right strategies to be able to give your audience exactly what it is that they're looking for. So for those who have for you guys who have websites out there who don't have a website that's necessarily built to perform, you can use this as a case study, as a note take. Right. So this schedule a free phone consultation, we use this and we integrated it with HubSpot. So if I was to click on this, what's going to happen is if you're a lead and you click on this, it's going to take you to a whole nother page. And with this whole other page, it's integrated with HubSpot. And as you can see, it pops up right here, right? It populates and says, someone's on the site, someone wants to schedule a call. So it's automatically pushing me through the funnel as well as keeping me up to date on how people are engaging with the website, how people are engaging with our funnels, how people are engaging with our offers, etc. So let's say they want to, schedule a call for a future date. Let's say the 21st. They can click at 9:15 a.m. and then here is all the information that they have, right? So they can leave their email, they can leave, the first name, their last name, and this would be their information, right? Not our information, and then a reason for the call. So this gives you all this information. So now, as you guys can see, if you're sending traffic to your website, this is a funnel. this is a part of the funnel process. You're sending traffic to your website. You have to be able to give them things in order to follow up with you direct. Sometimes people don't want to email. Sometimes people want a phone call. Well, give them the option. Give them the option to do either email you or give you a phone call. It's very important because not one size fits all. It's not a one size fit all approach because you're dealing with different personality types, dealing with different type of customers and clients and people, or people are looking for different things and people learn differently, right? So we either offer a video demo or we offer a phone consultation or we offer, email training through our sales funnels. So these are the things that you guys can also embed into your business that we've seen and had great success from. Now let's go back. So that's conversations, and we'll go back to Start Mark, right? Because there's another feature I want to show you that's been integrated with HubSpot. Now we have that button put on the website, and it's right here on our homepage. So if somebody wants to ask us a question or schedule a phone consultation, all you have to do is click on this button here, and that's going to automatically populate them and book them into HubSpot. Now what that means is whenever that person is added into HubSpot or they schedule a phone consultation, HubSpot is then going to add them into a contact. So you don't even have to manually follow up and enter that person in as a manual lead. It's automatically going to be done for you. All you have to do is send them an email or send them a sequence. And you see that that's automatically been pre-built as long as you've built it out. It's so powerful, you guys. I would not be here training you with the enthusiasm that I have, because I've been able to see how this has been able to transform my business from struggling to being able to skyrocket through sales, because everything is done in a systematic structure. It's a process. So what used to be hard is now very easy. It's super easy to run the business now because it's all managed in building blocks. Everything's done in a system. It's all a process. It's all a template. And all you have to do is just redirect or replicate that template, duplicate it, and use it for another service or for another product. And that's how you get to scale and get to speed, right? So these share icons here are put here for a reason, because when people are on your website, if they like it, they can share it. Now, you have to be able to give them that option to share. So we have our WhatsApp, we have Facebook, we have Twitter, we have LinkedIn, and then we have email. So sometimes people, it may not be for them, but what if they want to share with their friends or with their audience or with their co-member or, with their boss? Then you need to give them that option to be able to share and make it easy. Now that talks about user experience, but that's when it comes into your CRM. Your CRM is the brains of your company. It's where everything is ran. It's where all the back-end software are connected and is communicating with your CRM, so it saves you time. And that's when you start to automate, right? So this here is another tool, and this goes into our inbox. Now this tool here is a conversations tool, which is automatically integrated with our website because we integrate it. So it's a piece of code that you have to take. It's a small piece of code that you take and you place that into the back end of your website, whether it's on your header or your footer, right? And then once you've done that, that's all you have to do. It connects your HubSpot with your website. So you can do things like this. So whenever somebody's on your website, let's say a lead, they go and they want to ask us a question, but they don't want to email. They don't want to have a phone call, nor do they want to email us. Well, all they have to do is go to the speech bubble and ask us a question. Now we have ours built out to where it's a bot. So that bot is automatically interacting with that lead who's on our website. It's all done through automation, right? So the reason why we built it that way is because it saves us a lot more time, and it's far more effective and productive for us as an agency, so that we don't have to re-engage the leads. Now, whenever somebody interacts with this bot through our chat bot online, this is all automated. This is done while we can be asleep, we can be away, it does not matter. If they save their email, or if they, it's going to ask them for their email address and their name, guess what? They are then recorded into HubSpot as a contact automatically. So I don't have to go back in and copy leads from a Google Doc, copy and paste them and put them into a CRM, or copy and paste it and put it into an Excel spreadsheet. It's all done for me automatically. And it records it. So it sends me a push notification through the inbox tool, right? So this is all the different conversations that it may have had, right? So it's just showing you, anything that we've interacted with is showing you. And this is Loom here, right? I talked to you about Loom. It's a tool that you can use to be able to record anything. The way we use Loom is we record our proposals, We record our video demos. We record anything that we have to do in terms of training. That way we can give that to our prospects and leads as we push them down to a funnel. Right? So as you can see, it gives you a whole fresh set of inboxes. That way you can read and record all the information that has been transacted from your team or through your leads or through anyone who's interacting with your website. It's all here in your inbox under conversations, right? And now chat flows is a little different. So chat flows is that tool that we just showed you. Now it integrates with Facebook Messenger if you want to set that up, right? So it integrates with Facebook Messenger. So you can just create a pop-up, right? So the same thing that you just seen here on our website, same thing. This is our website. It's our agency, right? So this chat box here, you can integrate that directly here, and this is where you will build it out. So all you have to do is go into HubSpot and go to chat flows, create a chat flow, and when you want to create a chat flow, you can do it for your website or for Facebook Messenger. So let's click on website, and then you can welcome the visitors, right? Or you can qualify leads with a bot, or you can book a meetings bot. It's so intuitive, you guys. I cannot express enough how much time this has saved me, how much money this has made me, right? Because it gives us a systematic process, and it's all done through marketing automation. This is all set and done. So the software is working hard for you. No more manual follow-ups, you guys. That's killing your business. It's killing your time. It's making you frustrated. No more manual follow-ups. All that stuff is done into a pre-built systematic email or systematic template that you can use to duplicate and replicate over and over and over again. And that's going to save you so much more time. I can't express enough how much time it has saved us, right? So this can be used for booking meetings, qualifying leads, or welcoming visitors, right? And it gives you a quick little snapshot here, right, to show you exactly how that may look, right? So if I want to use the book a meeting box, this bot is just going to interact with people on HubSpot. Now, remember earlier on, we talked about those meeting links. Well, if I click on the meeting links here, it's going to show it, right? So if I go to video demo and I go to next, this is going to give people the option to be able to schedule a demo with us directly from a bot, right? So as you can see here, this is all automated. This is a sequence. This is all built through HubSpot. It's a sequence. It is so robust. It is so intuitive. It's so engaging. It's one of the best tools I have ever used in my business. HubSpot is one of the best tools I've ever used in my business because you can just do so much with it. But the difference is, not some people come from an engineering background as I do, right? So if you don't understand how software works or what an API is, right, or how to integrate different softwares and tools into your main CRM, it's going to slow you down. A company is nothing more, nothing less than a set of tools and software that integrates into a process, that integrates into a system, that delivers a good or a service and equates to a transaction. That's what a company is. Once you understand the process behind a company, you can either replicate it, refine it, innovate it, make it way better than what it was before, duplicate it. It's so many different things that you can do once you understand the process. And that's what you're understanding right now is how companies work. What makes companies tick? What's the back end process? Because what you don't know is what you don't know. And you're learning what you don't know now. So that's the chat flow, right? So if we go back to conversations and we want to go to snippets, for example, snippets is all the things that we have that are quick little messages, right? So these are all of our snippets. So as you can see, guys, these are all information that has been pre-built for you. It's all been pre-built where all you have to do is upload the information, upload the content. And if you want to edit it, you can edit it. If you want to clone it and duplicate it, you can do that. If you want to go to more, you can move it or delete it. It gives you so many different options to be able to run and manage your business all in the cloud. Remember, all from anywhere in the world. So to my remote workers out there, this is your tool. This is your foundation. This is your framework. To my consultants out there, to my coaches out there, whether you're a fitness instructor, fitness coach, or yoga coach, or business coach, Does not matter what it is, or accountant, all these different type of industries, any industry can use this tool. It's not just for an agency. We just are an agency and we happen to use it, and we also happen to provide a service and help our clients be able to onboard and set up their systems and their processes, right? So you're being able to see that firsthand, how you're able to use this tool and get the most out of it. And we're just on 2 features. We haven't gotten to all the other ones. These are just 2 features. But think about how much value you've gotten out of just these 2 parts of the CRM. So much value, right? And so many different strategies, so many different ways to use this. Now let's go over to our marketing. Now this is one of my favorites, is the ads. So we historically have not ever used HubSpot for our ads, but we just tested some things through Facebook. So we ran a couple of Facebook ads just to test it, just to see if we like it. And we love it because it saves so much time creating ads and delivering those ads to a particular audience. And then you have all the metrics here, right? So it's showing you how much money you spent. It's showing you the metrics. It's showing you how many clicks you may have gotten, right? So we just did this to run a few different tests. And if I was to go to, let's go back to marketing and then go to our ads. If I was to go here, and this is a new feature, right? So this is the most recent feature that's been updated with HubSpot. So for you guys out there who looked at different HubSpot tutorials, you're not getting the same type of training, right? So you want to be able to go back to HubSpot and then re-engage it and look at all the new features that they have, because there's so many different things that you can do with it. There's so many different things you can do. So you can create an audience, right? Here, you go to your campaigns here. And let's say we want to just create a new ad campaign. And we just say lead generation, right? If I go to create a new ad campaign and go to lead gen, this is where you go to set up your ad. So we're going to name this test ad. We're going to have our account here. Our Facebook page is going to be Start Mark. Our images, we can have that because we already have this, right? So we already have that put into the file. This has automatically been uploaded. So here's a video. Here's a video that we did on how to use Google Ads. Now you can go ahead and just create your copy. This is a video on how to effectively And then you can have your call to action, learn more, sign up, subscribe, get offer, get quote, download, book now. So we'll say book now. And then Facebook form, you can have your own dedicated forms, right? So here's a form that we've already built out. Now, this take me a few seconds to build, right? My location, we're going to use the US for our location. Let's say we're going to use Texas. And then you can have your search interest in your demographics. So I can say small business owner. Right? And then let's say our age range is from 24 to 50. Now we go to budget and schedule, and let's say we want to run this ad for $20 a day. And we want to schedule that starting today, and we're going to do it until the 30th, right? It's going to show you, because your ad is going to run for X amount of days, and you're going to spend no more than X amount of dollars. And then you go to automation. And this is if you want to automate this. But if you do, you can send this to a contact and notify, right? So we'll use our team email. And then you can create a list of lead ad contacts if you want. And then you go to publish, guys. And that's all you have to do. That's literally all you have to do. So you don't even have to go into Facebook now to create ads or go into Google's back end to create ads. You can do it now directly through HubSpot. Directly through HubSpot. There's so many different things you can do with this. Now we're going to go to email. In email, this is a new feature through HubSpot where you can create these different emails, right? So you can add in one of your providers like MailChimp or Constant Contact, or you can just move from another email provider, right? If you want to do that. So we use a few different things. We use HubSpot. We also use ActiveCampaign. An Active Campaign is a email marketing automation tool, and it's a really cool tool for sequences. So we use both of those, right? So you can go here and then use that as well, right, to set up your emails. So we'll go to PPC Academy. It's one of the academies that we offer, right? So this is an email that's automatically been pre-built through HubSpot. And as you can see, it's a super clean builder. So if I want to add social, I can add social here, drag and drop, right, guys? Like, look at what you can do with HubSpot. You can add an image here if you want to, just drag and drop builder, right? You can select the image. And once again, you have all your different tools here, right? Because it's automatically been added into the back end of HubSpot. So all the information is here. So there's just so many different things. I cannot stress enough what you can do with HubSpot. It's so easy. And then you can set a send schedule, right? So you can send this out to X amount of lists or subscribers or different contacts, right? That's right here. And then once you have that, you can set out a future date to send it and a time, right? You can say send now or schedule for later. So this is when we start getting to marketing automation when it comes to your emails. And then it shows you your list, your send limit, and how many people are going to be delivered that email. Next, let's go to forms. And this is where we use our forms to be able to put into our website, right? So we use these forms that put into our website, and we're able to build these custom experiences, right? So if I clicked on this form here, this is where you can add and drag and drop your forms, right? You can build your form experience too. So it's the same way. You can add files. You can do so many different things. Drop downs. There's just so many different things, right? Create different labels. And this is all done through HubSpot. It's all done through your CRM. So many different things, so many different options. Now you go into the sales and you can create your tasks, your deals, your documents, your meetings. These are all the things you're going to use to sell, right? So there's one of our team members, but let's say we have a task list that's in progress. Well, for us to keep on task and on track with all of our tasks, all we have to do is drag and drop that. So we can drag and drop that to say waiting or completed, and this updates through HubSpot and it sends us an email notification. So you can create a task here. So I go to create a task, I can go to test, and I can use all these different tools to create our task, right? And this is going to set it up to where it's going to send me an email right before that task is due to remind me, hey, this task is due. So that's how you would use your task, right? Documents, meetings is where you would set up your phone calls of people being able to set up a phone call with you directly, and we showed you that. Sequences is talking about the email marketing automation. Reports is a very, very cool tool. So reports shows us our analytics tool. And our analytics tool is being able to set up our email marketing, our sales content, and being able to see our prospects. Now let's go to prospects for a second. What this does is this allows us to see who's been on our website and how many pages have they visited. Because we have our HubSpot CRM integrated directly with our website, as we've stated and showed you earlier, because that's integrated with our website directly, what it does is it records the IP addresses of all those people who come to your website. So now you understand who your leads are, who your prospects are. And this is when you start to get into finding the right message and market fit. Remember we talked about that market and that audience? This is what's going to be able to help you scale and be able to provide that information of being able to understand who is your target audience. Who are they? What do they do? How do they differ? Right? How do you differ? And you can preview this too. Right? So you can go to preview and it's going to show you all the information about that particular lead who came onto your website. It's going to show you where they're housed, right? So we go to Apple, for example, right? Showing us that we have a source, the traffic is coming from Apple, right? It shows you the source, direct traffic. Shows you the city, shows you all the information. And it gives you direct access to the website, gives you direct access to their LinkedIn. If I go to view in LinkedIn, it takes you directly there. It gives you all the professional information from their LinkedIn. It's so much you can do directly with it, right? So that's how you would use your prospects tool to be able to understand the number of visitors, how many pages they viewed, and then what's their actual domain. So we use this as an agency, we use this to be able to qualify any leads or prospects or think about any other audience that we have not considered within our business vertical. So who do we want to service? Whether it's colleges and universities, is it healthcare, right? Is it, different parts of, is it nonprofits? Who is it? Who's looking at us? Who's interested? And this gives you a better understanding and a snapshot based off data. Who's looking at you, what they're interested in, and what they're looking for, right? So these are all the different things that you can use to grow your business with analytics, with data, with software. And once again, keep in mind, this is accessible for anyone, right? If you are a Shopify business, you can integrate Shopify with HubSpot. If you are and it tracks all your orders and your sales, and it shows you who's looking at your pages. If you're a hotel company, you want to have your bookings. If you're an agency or a consultant or a coach or a fitness instructor, anybody can use a CRM. Anyone can use a CRM. And so we share with you some of our case studies and some our use examples of how to use the CRM. Now let's look at some of the different things that you can do with it, right? Because this is very, very important. So if I was to go to apple.com, I'm going to show you a very cool trick here. So if I go to apple.com, and this is when we talk about our software tools, right? So this is where our software tools integrates, right? So because we have, once again, I was an engineer, and because of my engineering background, I was able to learn how to set up and connect softwares and systems, right? How to develop a process, how to design a business. And designing a business is being able to create a structure and a process that uses different type of tools, as we're showing you right now, right? So if I was to click on this tool here, it's a tool that we use called Email Hunter. All I did was click on that tool, and this brings up everyone in Apple's organization. So we use this for lead generation, right? So this brings up everyone in Apple's organization that we can contact. Now I'm going to show you a very, very cool tool, right? So because we have this integrated, right? We have this tool integrated. So go back. Because we have this tool integrated, let's say we want to, add one of these contacts into our CRM. Well, what I can do is, all I have to do is go and hit this plus icon here to save that lead. So watch what happens if I hit this plus icon. This is the power of connecting your softwares into a different system. So I'll click on this plus icon here, right? Now this check mark here lets me know that this person has been sent to HubSpot. Now let's go to HubSpot. And let's go to our contacts. Boom, right here. So fast and quick, right? So as you guys just seen, all I did was click on this plus icon here, and this person is automatically added into into HubSpot. That's the power of software. That's the power of automation. Exactly what you just seen in real time. Within a second, this contact was updated. Now, are you spending time manually following up with leads, manually following up with emails, manually following up with different contacts? If you are, then it may be time to invest into the proper business structure, proper systems, understanding tools, understanding software, right? These are going to be the things that ultimately blow your competition out the water. But you have to have the right strategies in place to be able to do it. Now let's go into the settings here, right? Because this is where you can actually understand the integrations, right? So if I go to integrations and I go to, you got your API keys, you have your email integrations, e-commerce, etc. But if you want to use your integrations, this is where you can actually go to a marketplace directly through HubSpot, right? So as we stated, when I said if you're a Shopify site or e-commerce, you can connect your store directly through HubSpot. And guess what's going to happen when you connect your store? Everything that's recorded on your website is going to be added into HubSpot. So you can see when people are not checking out, or why they're not checking out, or how long they're in that checkout, or how many pages they revisit for the products or services. It's so intuitive. It's so robust. You just have to know how to use it. And that's what we're experts in. How to build companies, designing processes, designing structures, templates, software automation, knowing what tools you need to integrate into the back end of your CRM. That's our expertise. That's what we focus on, right? So it just shows you every different thing you can do. App Marketplace. You go to the App Marketplace, and this shows you all the different software tools that you can connect directly with HubSpot. So we use Zapier, and Zapier is really cool. As you can see, this little check mark here, it shows us that this app is already installed into this account. So that means that we have probably 20 to 30 different software tools that we use that helps us build out our company. It helps us sell. It helps us with email marketing automation. The key, you guys, is you have to know what tools to use. You have to have the right tools in order to use those tools in order to effectively sell, right? Or increase productivity, or be able to make more money based off your tools and your software. So it's understanding what tools to use, but outside of what tools to use, you have to know the right strategies and how to use them, how you integrate them, how you use your tools is the difference, right? So as you can see here, this is how we're using our HubSpot account. Are you using your HubSpot account like that? Do you have HubSpot at all? Do you have a CRM at all? Do you have a process at all? Do you have a structure at all? Do you have any email funnels built out? Do you have any sales funnels built out? Do you have your documents in place? If you do not, it may be time to invest into those things, because that's ultimately what's going to help you grow. That's ultimately what's going to help you increase your sales. So keep that in mind. So these are all the different things that we use for our CRM. And if you guys need help with that, you can reach out to us at startmarkagency@gmail.com, right? You can reach out to us, and that way we can be able to set up a demo, right? We can set up a demo. We can show you guys, these are the tools you need. This is the software you need. These are the different things that you may need when it comes to setting up your business and setting up your company to run far more effectively in a systematic structure. So once again, this is HubSpot CRM. These are all the different tools and strategies and tips on actually walking you through how to use HubSpot, how you can grow your business with software, tools, marketing automation, how to increase your sales, proven through structures, systems, and templates, and how to build that out in an effective, systematic process that's ultimately going to help you grow and manage at scale, right? So these are all the different things that you can use directly with HubSpot. As you can see, Stripe, we use Stripe for payments, right? So we connect Stripe. We used Drift before, but you don't have to use Drift. You can use HubSpot, as I just showed you. You can use HubSpot direct integration. These are just so many different things. Eventbrite. So we connected our Eventbrite. Hotjar, being able to understand who's on our website and how they're engaging with our website, right? So we have this software. Well, now we're going to connect it, right? We can connect this app by using the software. Right. So these are all the different things that you guys can do with just HubSpot. There's so many different things you can do with HubSpot as a CRM. So as stated, you go to your activity feed, you go to your list, right? You can add contacts and companies. Your conversations is your inbox, your chat flows, your snippets, your templates. This is where your marketing automation is, right? Being able to have this stuff automated through your website directly and pushing those leads through a funnel. And a sales funnel is a set of automated follow-up emails or automated series that's doing the selling for you on your behalf without you actually having to do it. You can access this HubSpot. You can access it from anywhere in the world. And we use it. We run our company from anywhere in the world. I work remotely. I can work from anywhere in the world and get paid. And I'm showing you all the tools and softwares that we use in order to do it, right? We can run our ads through HubSpot, send our emails, build our forms, our sales, deals, tasks, documents, meetings, right? Booking calls directly through HubSpot, and that notifies us where we don't have to re-upload and re-engage those leads or those prospects. Our services, right? Being able to create tickets, right? If you're dealing with the service industry, or you're being able to create tickets to follow up with different clients or different leads, right? Or maybe there's a problem. How do you handle problems into your business? Do you have a system for that? Well, you can use tickets for that. And then automation is your sequences. This is all your follow-up emails. It's automatically done for you. So that means if you come to our website and you leave your email, because we offered you a lead magnet, then what happens? That's when we start to get into sequences and marketing automation. Your reports is for your analytics, your dashboards, right? Your different tools. And then you have your partner program, which is your dashboard and directory profile, which also helps you be able to grow your business because more business owners can find you. So that's the full overview of how to be able to build a systematic structure, how to be able to build a business process, right? And these are all the different things that you can use in order to grow your business, and equates to far more sales, right? So if we go back to our website, for example, as you can see here, schedule a free phone consultation, right? Our chat box integration is here. And these are all the different things that you can use to be able to build out your company in a far more effective way. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. You can visit us at startmark.com. Schedule a call if you want to schedule a call. Integrate or interact with our chat bot if you want to interact with the chat bot to be able to understand how the features, how you can use that for your business, or schedule a coaching demo, right? So I really appreciate you guys' time for watching. I hope this has been very beneficial for you. If it has, nod your heads. If some of you guys are going to change how you do business, nod your heads and congratulate yourselves, because now you are having the right information, right? You're able to see the processes and the structures and the systems from an actual business, from an actual agency, right? So if you go to different things, right, we have different funnels built out, right? So I'll give you an example of that. You have different funnels built out, and we use HubSpot for some of the things that we created, right? So this schedule audit, HubSpot lets us know when someone's on this page or any page, because we have that piece of code added in. Schedule call is also put on this page, right? Because you want to. This is how you build out your process, your systems, right? So these are all the different things that you can use to be able to build out your business, build out whatever, whether you're a coach, consultant, you work in accounting, does not matter. You have a Shopify store, e-commerce, does not matter. You should be using HubSpot CRM because it's one of the greatest tools. All you have to do is know how to set it up. And if you guys need help with setting that up, you can reach out to us. I appreciate you guys for watching, and we'll be in touch shortly.